Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Youtini Tuesday. I am Heather, and this week is especially exciting because our Youtini box just shipped out yesterday. And if you're a Canon hardcover subscriber, then that means you'll be getting Thrawn Alliances. And that novel is highly anticipated because it features two very awesome characters, Thrawn and Darth Vader. And not only are we sending out hardcover copies of this novel, but it's also signed by Timothy Zahn himself. And the cool thing about that is it's not just going to be like on an autograph plate. The autograph is on the actual novel itself. So that is an awesome collector's item that we'll be giving to you today. But before we get into that, I just want to welcome you all and also remember to leave a comment while we're live if you want a chance to win a free prize. And I forgot to get my bookmarks ready, but that will be the prize this week. We have these awesome bookmarks that have our very unique artwork on them, and on the back it has our logo. But we give out those bookmarks every week, but if you leave a comment and win our drawing today, then you get a chance to win a whole pack of them, a whole collection. So just make sure you let me know that you're here for a chance to win. Now, about this Thrawn Alliances novel, what we know so far is that I I would think it takes place between episode 3 and uh, Star Wars Rebels. And see, the tagline for this book is time for Thrawn to face his future, time for Vader to face his past. So Thrawn and Vader team up in this novel, and while Thrawn is working towards his goal, I imagine that we'll be getting a lot of flashbacks of Darth Vader back when he was Anakin during the Clone Wars. And another thing that we know from an excerpt given to us by StarWars.com is we'll be seeing some Padme in there as well, which is pretty cool. It might give us some insight into how Padme's novel will be like in next year for the Queen Shadow release. And so the cool thing about this Youtini shipment coming to you this month is, well, as always, it'll feature some new unique artwork. And we think of different ways to have you enjoy this artwork. And before, it's mostly been magazines, bookmarks, and buttons. And we were thinking, like, okay, well, how can we give you this artwork to enjoy even more? And one thing that we're doing is, and now if you look in the description of this video, I have some links available to you, but we are offering this artwork digitally. Like, as you can see, I have this artwork available on my iPad, and I have it on my phone as well because we have it both vertical and horizontal, so you can enjoy that artwork on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer. So yeah, just feel free to go to that link and download our art as much as you'd like. You know, show your Youtini spirit. And another way that we're giving this artwork to you is in the form of a poster. Now, to be honest, I don't know how big this poster is going to be, so that's one thing I'm excited to see in my own box. But yeah, you can put that poster on your wall, and that's just another way to enjoy your art rather than just the magazine button and bookmark. So let's see, we have some people joining in. John says he can't wait for Thrawn to arrive. I think we're all pretty excited. And you know, that's the cool thing about having a Youtini subscription is, yeah, I know this book came out on the 24th, and some people have even finished the book already. But the cool thing about getting this book in a Youtini subscription is everybody who has this description is getting this book at basically the same time. And I mean, reading the book by yourself and enjoying it is one thing, but being able to read this book along with many others and discussing it, during all this hype, it's something really amazing. It's kind of like when you go to watch a brand new Star Wars movie and you're talking about the movie with everyone who also saw it the same time you did, as it's just having the same group of people who read it at the same time. It's like you're all in it together. And that's just the really cool thing about Youtini. It really does feel like a family. Let's see, we have Charles here, we have Meg. Let's see, we have Ethan, Stacy. We got the whole team here practically. So let's see. Another new thing that we're adding to the Youtini box that you'll be seeing pretty soon is this Orabesh data card. And so it'll be, I imagine it's like a postcard. I honestly don't know how big it is. I'm going to be getting this subscription about the same time you guys do, and so we'll all be experiencing this new content together. So I'm excited to see how all this turns out. But yes, we are going to be getting a data card that has some Orabesh writing on it. And what you do is you translate the Orabesh riddle, and when you receive your answer, you can share it on social media. And when you do that, it acts as like your entry into a raffle to win a prize. And another way that you can win a prize from us is through our photo challenge. You might have seen our photo challenge from July. Basically, what that means is every day for 7 days, a whole week, we release a prompt and we tell you to either upload a selfie with your new book or your bookmark. And when you share that photo with the hashtag Your Galaxy Delivered, you enter for a chance to win a prize. And so last month for the July photo challenge, we gave a free paper book novel to Ken Jackson, our randomly selected winner, and he chose a book that he received on top of his subscription, I mean, sorry. So we'll be doing that every month. Starting this month, though, we'll be announcing our winner through Youtini Tuesday. So it's not cheating to share your photo on all three of our platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I actually highly encourage it, because if you do that every day, that means you're getting 3 entries every day, 7 days, 21 entries to win our prize. And it could be a paperback novel, again, of your choice. Who knows? So keep an eye out for those chances to win prizes. And speaking of prizes, don't forget to leave a comment here while we're live for a chance to win a bookmark pack. Let's see. So next up, let's talk about some releases that we have coming up. So tomorrow in the comic book world, we do have a couple issues releasing. We have The Last Jedi #5, and we have Star Wars #52. I honestly don't read the comics myself, but I have seen some screen caps here and there, and I'll tell you, some of the comic books that they have coming out lately, they're beautiful. The artwork is very beautiful. It's actually encouraging me to look further into it. And some releases that we have coming down further into the future. Well, next month we have the solo novelization by Merla Furdy coming out September 4th, which is pretty cool, because I know many of us have probably already seen Solo, but the cool thing about novelizations is sometimes they add in a little something, or maybe some insight from one of the characters that we don't get to see through the movie. So I'm excited to see what they're going to offer us with that. And let's see, next year, a couple releases that was announced during Comic-Con. We have Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray, and that is set to release February 26th. And just keep in mind that some of these releases, they are subject to change, just like with anything. When you schedule something too far in advance, there's always that chance that it might get delayed or in some cases even released early. So you never know. But yeah, Master and Apprentice coming out February 26th. And we have Queen Shadow by E.K. Johnston coming out March 5th. So I'm very excited for both of those. And you can look forward to those books in your Canon hardcover Youtini subscription next year. And let's see. So I know this isn't specifically about the books, but another thing that I really, really wanted to mention was so they released some casting info for Star Wars Episode 9. And along with the casting, we have Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. So Mark Hamill is definitely interesting because for during The Last Jedi, you see that he disappears. It's implied that he passes away and becomes one with the Force. So, what that tells me about Mark Hamill being casted for Episode 9 is he will possibly come back as a Force ghost, kind of like how Yoda and Obi-Wan had throughout the original trilogy. But the more interesting thing, though, is Carrie Fisher. Now, people were speculating, how are they going to handle Leia in this final film of this trilogy? And some people were thinking, like, okay, well, maybe she'll be recasted, maybe they'll make her CGI. And I mean, I don't know about you, but that kind of had me worried because I honestly didn't want either of those. So I was actually very excited to find out that they are going to use some unused footage to include her in the movie. And that's got to be a very daunting task. So I'm interested to see how they're going to pull that off, and I definitely believe that they can do it. But let's see. So, last thing I want to mention is if you are not a current subscriber, but you would still like to receive some of the content that we have to offer, I highly encourage you to sign up for our email newsletter. And we have a couple newsletters that go out. We have one every week. We kind of alternate between the two, but one of them is called the Youtini Holonet, and that basically has a lot of the Star Wars news that you need to know. I mean, these live videos are very neat because I feel like I get to be more personal with all of you, and also it gives you a chance to win a prize. But if you just want like a quick rundown in words about what's going on in the Star Wars universe, we mostly do like Star Wars book news, but we also like to include major news. We have the Youtini HoloNet for that. That comes out every 2 weeks. And also every 2 weeks we have our behind the scenes newsletter. And that's a good way to that's our way of giving you insight into how we do things here at Youtini. It tells you what goes on in a typical day, and so we have some interviews from some of the team members, so you can know us better that way. But the way that you can sign up for these new newsletters that come out once a week is you can just go to our official website at youtini.com, and there's a little spot there where you just enter in your email address and you can receive those very handy newsletters. Let's see. John says, I was so happy to hear Claudia got to do another book. She is great. Yeah, I'm excited too because for a while, there wasn't really much talk about what she was going to do, and we were kind of in the dark about what she would be writing next, if she was going to be writing anything, and Comic-Con really blew us away. There was that Clone Wars trailer, and then out of the blue, we get a Claudia Gray novel. So there were a lot of surprises that day. But yeah, I'm really glad to hear that she's back in business in the Star Wars world. Patrick joined us. Hi, Patrick. Let's see, we have Todd. I'm just thrilled Luke will be back in episode 9. I'm over to the moon. They found a way to work Carrie Fisher back in as Leia. This is the finale to the Skywalker saga after all. Can't do that without Luke and Leia. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I'm blown away by that announcement, how they're going to use unused footage and everything. And I believe that's the best way to go too. That's really a good way to honor and remember her instead of just recasting her or making her CGI. Um, but yeah, that's everything that I have to talk to you about today. Now, let me just pull up a random generator here to figure out today's Youtini Tuesday winner. And yeah, while I'm doing this, just a reminder to look out for the photo challenge that we have coming up. It's going to be something that we'll be doing every week, so that's totally awesome. I really like those too because it really shows me like you enjoying what we have to give you, and I just love seeing your pictures. Some of you come out with just such amazing pictures. Let's see. So this week's winner is Todd. So Todd, congratulations. You'll be having a bookmark pack coming to you. So thank you all for joining me this week on Youtini Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you all again sometime soon.